again. Welcome to my IVF round 2. So today is February 13th. It is now 7:50 at night. So I have to do my stimulation injections between 7 and 9 p.m. every single night until egg retrieval day, which is gonna be at some point next week at the end of the week. So as per your guys' requests, I am filming this week and next week every single day. I'm gonna pick up the camera and let you guys know how I'm feeling. I'm gonna do my injections with you guys and we'll just see how IVF round 2 goes for me. The first time I did IVF, as some of you know, I did it back in November and it went pretty well. I would say it went smoother than I thought it was gonna go, although I was expecting the worst. Basically, I just kind of had a lot of bloating and I got a lot of eggs, but only ended up with 2 viable embryos. And that's why I'm doing the round 2 of IVF, because I want to see if I can get some more embryos. I got 53 eggs on egg retrieval day, which is a lot. But then through the fertilization process, I got about 32 fertilized eggs. But then when they did all the genetic testing on everything, I only ended up with 2 genetically sound embryos that were viable enough to transfer back in me. Because I've already paid for 2 IVF cycles up front, I wanted to go ahead and do my second round of IVF so I wasn't out that money. I need to use it now, otherwise, unfortunately, with the package deal I paid for, if I don't do a second round of IVF now, I'm out that money. So I'm just gonna go for it again. I really wasn't excited to do this. I had to do quite a bit of soul searching because I didn't know if I wanted to put my body through all these injections again, and the egg retrieval process, it can be taxing on the body too. For me, it was pretty easy, thankfully, but it was still like an emotional roller coaster, and you have to go through general anesthesia. It is a lot to go through. Once you do the egg retrieval though, I don't really know what goes on with the transfer yet. They haven't really told me. I don't really know any of those details yet, but this process of the injections and stimulating your ovaries to produce eggs, so this whole process I'm going to start again, is the hardest part of IVF. So I'm gonna just do it again and see if I can get maybe a couple more embryos out of it. So like I said, as of right now, I have 2 viable embryos, which is great news. I'm happy that I have 2, but I'm gonna try to get more. So that's why I'm gonna do this whole thing again. I will link my videos that I did of my first round of IVF down below if you guys are interested. If some of you guys missed those, then you can check those out if you're interested. But I am curious to see how this round of IVF compares with the last round of IVF. I also wanted to just give you guys a quick thank you on all the messages that I got on my last IVF videos, all the support and the love that you guys have shown me, and it really helped me a lot. I feel like you guys are really helping me get through this, and if it wasn't for you guys, I don't know that I would be doing IVF again. So yeah, I really appreciate all your love and support, and hopefully by you guys watching me helps you guys through your infertility journey if you're going through that, or if you're going through IVF. I hope that my videos help you guys out in some way. So I also have my IVF calendar right here too as a reference, because for some reason I always forget the doses of the 2 medications. Inches further out from the belly button, and then I like to do it on the lower part of the abdomen because there's more fat there. So you just swab, and then you take your injection, and then with your other hand you just pinch up the fat or the skin, and then at an angle you just puncture the fold all the way in till it goes in, and then gently inject the medication, and then you keep your fingers pinched on the skin the whole time. Voila! That's it! Recap. And then the pharmacy that provides my meds provides the Sharps container. On to the Gonal F medication. This one looks a little bit different. It's a spin thing, so you dial in the dose right here, and then you put the needle, you twist it on, and then you inject it. Around the same location. I don't lose track of like what side I did tomorrow. So I did the menopause right here, which you can see that little blood dot there. I'll probably just go either right above it or right beside it, probably right beside it. We're gonna go right here, same technique, swab, swab, and then you wanna actually plunge it with your thumb. Done. All right, so those felt the same as last time. The menopause definitely does burn a little bit. The gonal F, I don't ever feel, but yeah, it does, the skin does get a little bit sore, but it goes away pretty much right away for me, the burning and the soreness. Over the next week to 2 weeks, my whole abdomen does get a little bit sore. It'll be interesting to see about the bloat, what happens with that. My doses remain the same as last time, by the way. The Menopur I'm on 150 and the gonal F I'm on 225. So that's why I have to have 2 vials for the Menopur. I just mix both vials in 1 ml of saline and inject. That was the one confusing thing last time, is that I didn't know I could mix both doses in 1 ml of saline. So I was giving myself 2 injections instead of 1. That's it, day 1 in the books. I'll see you tomorrow.
You steal my breath, I get choked up.
Day 2. By the way, if you hear the dishwasher, because right below the camera, that's going, we just ate dinner. Josh is cleaning up the litter box and Yuma is excitedly following him around. So, you know, life goes on. This is real life for you. But I wanted to let you guys know about any symptoms I've been feeling today after day 1. So not much of anything, which I expect not to feel too much. Normally I don't feel anything until about day 3 or 4. That's what happened last time at least. I started to feel bloated about day 3 or day 4. And I noticed that like my energy levels were low. Friday, I just found out, is my ultrasound and blood draw. So that's gonna be the first ultrasound and first blood draw. And they wanna just see where my estrogen levels are, my hormone levels are after a few days of these injections. The ultrasound is a vaginal ultrasound, and they go in and they literally measure my ovaries and they can see how many follicles are developing. So that's gonna be exciting on Friday. And that's actually gonna be really exciting for me because in my mind, I remember like how my ovaries were maturing and growing by the first ultrasound. And so it'll be cool to see or compare this time to last times. And for those of you who are unfamiliar, again, I'm gonna link those videos down below on my first round of IVF. I think I did a pretty good job thoroughly explaining kind of the IVF process and the 2 stimulation weeks. So I am in the first week of the stimulation injection. So I didn't do a very good job explaining any of that yesterday. I think I was kind of excited to get these injections over with. But yeah, for those of you who are unfamiliar, the injections, the first 2 weeks of IVF are the stimulation medications. And what those do is they literally stimulate follicular growth and they help your follicles produce multiple eggs. When you go through a normal month cycle, you normally produce 1 egg. But IVF, the whole point of it is to produce multiple eggs. And that's why these injections are so powerful on the body and powerful on the ovaries, because they are stimulating the ovaries to produce multiple eggs instead of just 1 egg. So the first injection that you saw me do yesterday, the Menopur, is a follicle stimulating hormone. So it helps the follicles develop. And the gonal F medication, the injection I took afterwards, helps the follicles produce eggs. And so that's the difference between the 2. And the Menopur definitely burns more. The gonal F, I don't really feel at all go in. Also, real quickly, I wanted to touch on my diet. So it's staying the same as last time. So I will link the video down below. I did do a grocery haul last time before I started IVF on all the foods that I'm going to be eating to help increase my fertility and help me get through this IVF period, because as I just mentioned, these medications are really strong on the body and there's a lot of side effects that can happen with these medications. So there's certain foods and certain things you can do in terms of diet to help decrease those side effects. The main one for me is bloating. So I have been drinking my lemon water in the morning, every morning. That really helps with bloating and digestion. And it also helps the IVF medication get absorbed into the body better, apparently, from all these articles I've been reading. But yeah, I will link that grocery haul down below of all the foods that help you go through IVF and help boost fertility. A couple things I'm doing differently this time. I'm kind of coming from the mentality that I don't really have much to lose. Like, I went through the first round of IVF. I have 2 viable embryos, as I mentioned before. So this round of IVF I'm kind of looking at as icing on the cake. I'm still strict with myself, but I am allowing myself to have my cup of coffee in the morning. Last time I didn't allow myself to have any caffeine at all. That's because I've read that caffeine inhibits fertility. It can inhibit hormonal development and all that stuff. But I really love my cup of coffee in the morning. Real caffeinated coffee, not decaf. And I also don't want to go through the caffeine withdrawals either, because last time that was terrible. So I'm just gonna stick with my 1 cup of coffee in the morning with my collagen in and get that boost of protein in the morning. And then I'm still not having any alcohol. I do enjoy my glass of pomegranate juice. That kind of tricks my brain that I am drinking a glass of wine because I love having my glass of wine while I cook. I think it's so relaxing. So I did that tonight, and it's definitely not the same, but at least it's something. Pomegranate juice, by the way, is super high in antioxidants. Actually way healthier for you than red wine is. There's not much to write home about today, so I'm gonna give myself these medications, and yeah, we're gonna be into day 3 already. So since I did the left side yesterday, I'm gonna do the right side today. That one burned a little bit. It's all right though, it's going away. This is the dial one. Same side, put a little bit more over. This one is definitely way easier. Done. Day 2 in the books. Overall, I'm still feeling good today. I'm not feeling a whole lot yet. I am becoming a little bit more bloated than normal, and as you could tell, I was trying to find a spot for my injections. I'm kind of already running out of spots. Like, I did my injections on the right side yesterday, so I want to switch back over to the left side, but my left side is still sore from the first day, so I was like kind of going above it, but my abdominal fat is in the lower part, and so that's where I did my injections last time, and so I was like trying to go above that, but I don't have much fat above my lower abdomen. So I think I said this last time, this is actually a good situation where you want to have more belly fat on you, because to get like different sites around a smaller abdomen is challenging. And last time I had to just repeat injection sites, which is fine. It's just like more painful. Part of the reason why I haven't really been watching what I've been eating the past couple months, I've just been like eating to satiety and not really watching it too much. So I have gained some belly fat over the last couple months since the first round of IVF, but in the back of my mind, that's kind of been on purpose because I wanted some extra tissue there for these injections. The one thing I am feeling today is more tired, and I don't know if that's just because I'm dealing with some stress this week with ending my job, and my schedule's a little bit weird, and just this whole IVF anticipation. And today I actually filmed a tour of our Airbnb, and I think it'll go up before this video. So hopefully you guys watched that and enjoyed it. So a couple late nights these past couple of nights setting that up and getting things going. So yeah, bloating, fatigue, and I forgot to mention already, you guys who have watched my last round of IVF know this. I was really worried last time about my emotions and my mental health during this whole time. Apparently, like a lot of people with these injections experience a lot of mood swings, like ups and downs. You're happy one minute, you're sad the next minute, you're like super emotional, more emotional than normal. And I didn't really experience much of that last time. So far my mood has been good. Like I said, just a little bit stressed with things changing in my life, but other than that, it's nothing outside the norm yet. Just a little bit tired, and I've been having some like headaches too, and I know that's not from caffeine withdrawal because I had another cup of coffee this morning. So last time I had headaches, and I thought it was, and I know it was from caffeine withdrawals, but it might have been maybe a little bit due to these meds. So I'm having just a very slight frontal headache, so not bad at all, just a little bit noticeable. Yeah, so I know it's early in the game for me, but so far in comparison to last round of IVF, it's pretty much been the same. Just a little bit less stress in terms of what to expect, because I already know what to expect now with these injections and how to do them. So that really helps my mentality. Yeah, and then I already know that my first ultrasound's Friday, so I know what to expect for that. And then my ultrasound after that one is gonna be Monday. So then I know when the next 2 ultrasounds are, which is really nice. I'll see you tomorrow for round 4. All right, back from the dog park. He did great. Ran the whole hour and a half, which was fantastic, so he will sleep good tonight. So I wanted to talk to you guys at a different time of day. It's about 5 p.m. and in terms of symptoms, I'm feeling pretty much the same as yesterday. I'm okay with my bloat, little bit of bloating on my lower abdomen. My energy level is okay, but what I've been battling is actually a headache today more than yesterday, and it's not bad. It's function. I can function with it, but it's just bad enough where I'm noticing it and it's bothering me. It's just like a frontal headache again. Yeah, but overall it was a really good day in terms of how I'm feeling. Good mood, good energy level, little tired, but overall pretty good. So really not much has changed today. I am gearing up to do my last day of work tomorrow at my job. After tomorrow, I'm no longer at the hospital that I work at. I'm gonna be unemployed for a little while until I find my next job. Last night I actually finished updating my resume, so I'm gonna be sending that out to multiple different types of nursing positions. I don't know what I'm gonna do yet, but I want something totally different than what I've been doing. For those of you who don't know, I've been an ICU nurse for 12 years now, and I've been a nurse for 14 years. So I just want a complete change. I hope something outpatient or something along those lines, we'll see. But whatever I find, I want it to be low stress, to help my fertility, hopefully get pregnant soon. I'm gonna take you in the light here. So this is me relaxed. So it's not bad. Normally my stomach is a little bit flatter than this. You can see like a little pooch here, but you know, I don't feel uncomfortable, and this might be TMI, but I have regular bowel movement, so that's good. So in terms of bloat, I am a little bit bloated, and I'm tracking about the same as I did last time during IVF. About day 3, day 4 is where I am, and I don't feel any different than the last time, and the bloat's the same. So far, I'm pretty much the same as last time, so I'm happy about that. Other than that, nothing else to report. I'll see you tomorrow, and I will let you guys know how my last shift went and how I felt during my 12-hour shift with all these IVF meds in me. If I feel anything different in these injections that I do in a couple hours, I'll let you know. Otherwise, I will talk to you tomorrow. Okay, so I did not record my injections yesterday because they felt the same. A little bit of burning. My abdomen is more sore than it was last time. I don't know if it's because my skin is still healing from the last time, but you guys, I just completed my last day of work at my job. That's an end of an era. I've been at this job for almost 5 years, so walking out of that job a few minutes ago was like, oh my gosh, what am I doing? It's kind of scary because I don't have anything lined up yet, but just saying bye to everybody. I am gonna miss the people, not the job itself, but I'm gonna miss the people, the manager, because he was really good. So it's exciting. I don't know where my career is taking me. I don't know my next job, what that is yet, but I'll keep you guys informed as to what I do. I don't know, we'll see. It's exciting. So my plan is the next couple of weeks as I go through IVF, I am gonna be job searching. I actually was a preceptor today to a new grad, so it's like way to end my last day orienting somebody to the floor. So anyways, let's go to my injections. I'm about to do my 2 injections. It's getting a little bit more exciting because tomorrow is my first ultrasound. I'm so curious to see how my ovaries are developing because I'm not feeling much yet. And I want to say by this time last time, like by the end of the first week, I was like feeling a little bit more full, and I am feeling that, but I was starting to feel something weird, like I was feeling my ovaries, but I didn't know it yet. And I'm not really feeling much of that yet. So I don't know how much they're developing at this point. Kind of nervous about it too, but we'll see. So I will definitely let you guys know how the ultrasound goes tomorrow, and they are going to do a blood draw to test my estrogen levels and my hormone levels. All right, let's get this done. First ultrasound is done, so it went well. Apparently I'm right on track how I was last time, so I'm really appreciative that they're keeping track of that for me, where like they can kind of compare this ultrasound from the last ultrasound that I had on the last round of IVF, the first one, and they're saying that I'm pretty much tracking the same as I was last time. So they're predicting that my egg retrieval will probably be Friday or Saturday, so a week from now. Today's Friday. Happy Friday. My next ultrasound will be Monday. So today was not too exciting because my ovaries are still getting bigger and the follicles are still developing. What they did in this ultrasound, and they do this with every ultrasound when you are going through the first couple weeks of stimulation medications, they go in vaginally, which is a little bit uncomfortable because they do put like a big probe up your vagina and they measure each follicle. And so a couple of my follicles are measuring big, and those ones most likely have an egg in them. And then I have a few small follicles that are developing, but it's too early to tell like how many follicles I'll have at the end, how many eggs they think that I'll get. So we'll kind of see, but right now I'm measuring about like 18 follicles on the right, I believe, and about 18 or 19 on the left. So about the same each. That's kind of how I was measuring last time this early. So I got 53 eggs last time on my egg retrieval, and the ultrasound lady, she did my ultrasounds last time. She's kind of predicting the same. She says it's not for sure, but you are measuring about the same as you were last time. In terms of how how I'm feeling symptom-wise, still about the same. I can feel a little bit fuller down like on my lower abdomen, a little bit more bloated, not bad though. I'm starting to feel my ovaries a little bit. I remember talking with you guys last time on my last round of IVF where I was like feeling my ovaries by the second week. So I'm starting to feel something going on down there. It's almost like tingling cramp sensation. I really don't know how to describe it, but I am feeling things happening in my lower abdomen. Nothing painful or anything. Mood-wise, I'm good. I'm feeling optimistic. I'm very glad that my last day of work was yesterday. That's behind me. All right, well, I'm just gonna head home. It's about 10 o'clock in the morning. I'm going to spend most of the day on my computer. I have so much to edit, including this video you're watching now. And I have to edit my walkthrough of our unit that we just renovated. So lots to edit, and also I'm job searching. Yeah, so lots to do. And of course, in between that, dealing with Yuma. It's supposed to rain this weekend too, so I'm not too excited about that. So.
No, you always say that you're alright, but then you wanna talk on the low.
Blow out the candle. That's my ritual, if you guys haven't figured out already. Speaking of injections, my clinic called me yesterday afternoon with the results of my blood draw. So what they do is when they do the blood draw, they're basically just testing your estrogen levels. As you're injecting the stimulation medications, they're stimulating follicular growth, and so your ovaries are getting bigger, but as your follicles are growing, they are putting off estrogen, or they're producing more estrogen, so your estrogen levels are supposed to go up. The blood draw just confirms that my estrogen levels are increasing, and they are, but because my estrogen levels are going up how they should, my ovaries are getting bigger and the follicles are getting more proliferated, is that a word? They told me to start the citrotide medication tomorrow morning, which would be Sunday morning. And the citrotide medication is another injection, which I remember that one burning even more than these two, which these two still really aren't bad. They just burn a little bit going in and then it goes away. But the citrotide medication, I remember burning a little bit more. I'm supposed to give myself that medication starting tomorrow morning between 7 a.m. and 9 a.m. And that one stops ovulation or prevents ovulation from happening. Because now that I'm producing all these follicles and hopefully there's eggs in the follicles, my body's gonna wanna ovulate these eggs, and we don't want that because we wanna be the ones to retrieve the eggs. So tomorrow morning I get to start that injection, and now I'll be doing 3 injections every day until they tell me to give myself the trigger drug, which will then stimulate ovulation. I'll get to that next week. That will be week 2 vlog of IVF. So that's the update on the plan, and still my ultrasound and another blood draw will be on Monday. But as to how I'm feeling today, I've been really battling this headache. This frontal headache that I mentioned before got really bad yesterday. Today it's just a dull headache, and it went away this afternoon for no reason. I didn't do anything special. Last night I just took some extra strength Tylenol, which is like 1,000 milligrams of Tylenol. You aren't supposed to take any NSAIDs like Advil, ibuprofen, or anything like that. I'm not too sure why, maybe just because of the bleeding risk, but you can take Tylenol. So I took that before I went to bed last night, and the headache did go away as I fell asleep. I did not have this kind of headache last time. I had a caffeine withdrawal headache the first few days, but I don't remember having like a constant headache. And when I was kind of researching it online today, I was like, oh, this apparently is common to have a headache with these stimulation drugs because your hormones are fluctuating and changing and estrogen levels are going up, and so it can cause headaches. It can cause nausea too. It can cause obviously bloating and a bunch of symptoms. I don't have nausea. My appetite's pretty much the same. Actually, it's gone down a little bit because I'm not able to work out. That's the other thing. I am starting to miss my workouts. So for those of you who don't know, you are not allowed to work out during IVF, like period. You're allowed to walk and maybe do some light stretching as long as there's no twisting motions involved. No high impact at all. You're not even supposed to do any like bodybuilding workouts, simple like bicep curls, arm raises, none of that, because it will take the blood supply away from the center of you, and we want all the blood supply to be in the center of the body to help with the ovaries developing and follicles being stimulated and all that good stuff. And then definitely no high impact, so no running, no jumping, no sprinting, none of that, because with the high impact it can cause the ovaries to twist on themselves because the ovaries are getting so big. It's called ovarian torsion, and if that happens, it is a medical emergency. You just don't want to risk that. Same with like the twisting motions and stretching, so no yoga, no handstands. Can't do any handstands, nothing upside down because the ovaries can twist on themselves. So I get to just walk, and that's it. just like last time. I remember being really frustrated last time during IVF because I couldn't do my workouts, and I'm getting to that point now. I did mention last time that walking Yuma helps, and it does. Like I do a lot of walking with him because he is so high energy. I mean, I get like at least 10,000. I get more like 14,000 steps with him every day. So I am tired by the end of the day, but there's nothing like that iron pump that I like, especially for my mental health. Other than that, it is the end of the day and I just ate dinner, so I'm gonna be bloated anyways. But my bloat, I would say a little bit more than yesterday. Yeah, but even with the larger stomach, like that doesn't produce any more fat cells, so I'm having to like bend over and pinch and try to get as much tissue as possible. So if you are a little bit on the heavier side during IVF, it's okay. It's very helpful because you need more in that midsection. In terms of my mood and everything else is good. Yesterday was my first day of being unemployed for my whole adult life, and that was weird, but I'm very relieved that that job is over. And I do have a couple feelers out on some job positions, so we'll see.
Stars are tracing the sky like city windows. I watch it reflect in your eyes. Slow dance on a New York City high-rise. You and me on top.
I cannot believe it's already been a week since I've started IVF. Time flies, which is a good thing in this case. So this morning you saw that I injected myself with the Citrotide. Well, that medication has a warning kind of on the label that it could burn. It doesn't really burn more than the other ones. I would say the Menopur for me burns the most. I mean, a little bit of a burn at the site, but it wasn't too bad. I actually didn't feel it burning going in. It was afterwards. The site started to ache a little bit. And so the warning on the label says that your injection site after the Citrotide might be like a little bit red and it might leave a welt. Didn't leave any of that for me, but I was feeling an ache from it. It went away after about a half an hour, so not bad at all. So 3 injections now, starting today, and we'll just kind of see how this next week unfolds. So I am gonna end this vlog here, and then I'm gonna pick up the next video tomorrow. This is where things get interesting, which is next week is gonna be my egg retrieval week. So not too sure when my egg retrieval surgery is gonna be. They're telling me either Friday or Saturday. If you hear some background noise, Josh is on his phone. But today, in terms of symptoms, overall okay. My headache went away, so that's a good thing. And bloat is about the same. I just had dinner, so my stomach's gonna be a little bit bigger right now, but yeah, I can definitely feel the bloat, but I feel fine. I don't feel like any pain or any like weirdness in my digestion, but I do feel fuller, and I am starting now to feel my ovaries. When I took Yuma on a walk this morning, I had to walk a little bit slower because I could feel some ping pongness going on down there. It's very hard to explain. It just feels like, right now, it just feels like there's a little miniature ball on each side of my lower abdomen moving around. Energy level wise, I'm okay. I'm a little bit tired still, so just that's gonna be normal right now. Tomorrow is my second ultrasound. So yeah, I'm gonna pick up the next IVF vlog tomorrow. So that'll be IVF video 2. Second week of IVF will start tomorrow. So that'll be a separate video, like I said. And so tomorrow I'll enter the video after I have the ultrasound. So we'll see how my ovaries are looking and how many follicles I have now, and if I'm tracking still the same as last time. So far I am, they say. So yeah, next IVF vlog should be a little bit more interesting. And yeah, I'm sorry this video is a little bit long. I think I apologized for that last time I did my IVF videos. I just want to include all the details and everything that I'm feeling, and since it's a week-long vlog, it's going to be on the longer side. So for you guys watching these vlogs for the first time, hopefully you find them informative and you find them helpful. Thanks again for all of your encouraging and kind messages that you guys have sent me over the last few months as I've started this IVF journey. Thank you so much for watching, and give this video a like, a thumbs up if you liked it, because it really does help support my channel. And always remember to be kind to yourself, and I will see you in the next one.